Oh, Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Kimbra and I are celebrating the upcoming Christmas holiday, the end of the year. Cheers.
Cheers to
Kimbra.
you.
Cheers to everyone. We hope that you are having a happy holiday season. We thought we'd just do a video today to celebrate the Christmas holiday. In the past year, we made it through COVID. So
True.
another year. And we've been doing the podcast now for about a year and a half and build up some subscribers, some regular people that watch us all the time. So that's, we're very grateful for that, some people like our content enough to watch all of them. And we've had pretty cool guests in the past year, right, Kimbra? What's your thought on what we've been doing?
Yeah, I mean, we've had some, when I look back on all the amazing guests that we've had this year, we've had such a variety, from musicians to authors to, gosh, even some politicians, the one gal that's in your area, I forget her name.
The independent voting.
Yeah.
Heather Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not in my area, but she's back east. But
she is. Okay,
yeah, she's with the independent wing. Mark Wasserman.
Yeah, I was just going to say the pot attorney, David Higbee, who spoke about different propositions that we have in California. So we've we've talked about stuff. Oh, we've had filmmakers, casting directors, right?
Yeah. A wide variety, which is what our intention was. We were. When we started this, we didn't really know what we were going to talk about. We just thought that we had a lot of interesting things that we wanted to talk about, and thought that we would be able to share it with other people. And so we weren't 100% sure what we wanted to talk about. And then we started inviting people we know onto the show, friends and friends of friends and people we met, we thought would be interesting, be good guests. And then we've done a lot of our own videos, just Kimbra and I, conversations that we would normally have on the phone, things that interest us. And we got a lot of feedback. Probably, our most popular videos were the ones about relationships.
Yes.
If you like our videos, go ahead and click on like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Thanks. By the two single women.
That we were quite surprised, because neither one of us are the relationship experts. However, we have had life experience, and so we wanted to share that. And we've had a lot of friends. Miss Lucia D has been on, and she shared with us her interesting take on the different relationship aspects. How would you call it? The relationship advice that she's given us, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we had Gina Hendricks on, and she
talked about matchmaking. She's the billionaire matchmaker, so she studied it. She's learned a lot about it. Same with Lucia. But I would say, joke, because we're both single and we're giving relationship advice, but we've had relationships and we've had failures and successes. So I think that's if you learn from them, you are able to give good advice to other people, rather than someone who's just been in a relationship their whole life.
Well, that's
I
true.
would say the best advice that would come from someone who's been in one relationship their whole life is just, you have to learn wise, because that's how would you stay with someone all that time, unless you're compromising, or you're just giving in all the time, one or the other. So
that's
I think
true, because
we have something to offer.
Yeah, because I have a couple close friends that got married very young, and they're unfortunately, some of them are getting a divorce now, but they got married very young, and they never really experienced a lot of the things that I have experienced. And I've had I'm friends with all my exes, which is one thing I can say. Mm-hmm. So anyway, but aside from relationships, we also had John D'Amore. I didn't want to forget to say thank you, because he's been a big proponent.
He's
of
the
our
best. Yeah, he's a great author.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of good. And the new one, I can't wait to see it. He's got a new one coming out called George. So he's definitely have to be on the podcast when that one comes out. I want to hear about it. I'm going to have to read that one too.
Yeah. He's had a very interesting life, and he's, managed to translate that into his books.
Yeah.
Some of which I think he's trying to make into screenplays, or he has already.
Yeah.
And also other authors. We had Glenn Schiffman, who's will be putting out soon, and Sex in the City, the reboot.
We talked about Sex in the City, which is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, by the time we release this, it'll already have been out. Yeah, what else? I mean, we've just talked about so many different things and different aspects of relationships. We're all different, and what we're looking for in life is different, whether it's career wise, or if we want to be married or single or a parent. And I do think, they say sometimes people make bad choices. I think in the moment when you make a choice, that's the best choice for you. That's the choice that you feel you should make at the time. And sometimes, hindsight, you look back, well, I shouldn't have done that, but then you wouldn't be where you are. So I think we all make the choices that work best for us in that moment. Just like with partners, you may get married at a young age and find out when you're in middle age that you feel like you're missing something in life. That's not a failure. You had a successful marriage for a certain period of time, and then you decide you've changed, or they've changed, or you've both changed, or you want something different in life. And I feel like that's what life is. You only have one life. So try to live as much as you can, try to fit in as much as you can. Some people try to live a more safe life, and that feels better to them. Somebody might look at my life. I've done so many things and lived in so many different places. It would just seem terrifying to someone else. And to me, to have done it any other way would have been so stifling and boring. So I feel like I'm living the best life I can live, but that's for me. It's not for everyone. Someone that's got married and has kids and they have a stable, happy relationship, that's right for them. And I envy that. That's great, but that just wasn't my path. That what I wanted to do. And I have had so many different careers and jobs. And I'm glad I've had all those experiences. I even dating too. I've dated, a lot of different really interesting men. And it's like a whole new lifetime because they introduce you to their world, which you would not have been introduced to had you not spent time with that person and learned, met new people and learned about what they do and different things. So to me, that was the better choice in life. But like I said, we're all different.
Which led us to our podcast, which we decided to start, during the pandemic, the best time to start a podcast, but but, we kind of grew, and like, we're still searching, but we cover topics that are of interest to us. And it's
not always. Sometimes we have been asked to cover a couple of topics that we weren't that interested in, but that other people seemed like they wanted to hear about.
Well, that's true. Like the stuff with Lucia, even though, she's my friend, some of her advice is not really pertaining to what I'm looking for, but it obviously resonated with a lot of people because, we had her video was like our top watched video,
Yeah. And so we want to give people what they want too, because we're not just sitting here trying to have a conversation between ourselves and think that people are fascinated by us. So we do want to share things that people are interested in. My favorite. Okay. I'm going to ask you first, Kimbra, what's been your favorite show?
Gosh, I knew you were going to ask me that.
I didn't know it.
Well, no,
I didn't even know it.
I had a feeling you might ask me that, but,
all right. Well, you're thinking I'll tell you mine.
Okay.
And I'm so bummed because not many people watched it. The game show one, the movie.
Oh yeah.
I love that stuff. That was fun. I like that trying to make yourself think a little bit and challenge. Anyway, it wasn't that
true. That
was my very favorite one. I had the most fun doing that one, which is silly, I know, but I in my previous life as a game show, that would be my favorite thing ever to do. Give away prizes all the time.
Yeah, you would have been good. That would have been a good.
I just think that would be the best job. So
right?
not so hard either. So anyway, can you think of one that you really that you liked, you had fun?
I liked having a lot of my friends on. I enjoyed meeting, John Levin and having him on. He was a good guest. Mark
Yeah,
Ferrari
he
was a good
was.
guest. Yeah.
Yep, Mark.
Gosh, and some of the authors that we've had, John Diamore,
John.
like I said, is a very interesting life. I can't say that I have a favorite, to be honest with you. I would
Okay.
say that I enjoyed all of them. I really can't say that I had a favorite.
Yeah. Well, as far as our guests, I enjoyed all of them too. I really loved them. I will say one of them that stuck out to me was Bobby Hart, simply because of the monkeys. And he was interesting, and it was just exciting to meet him.
It was very sweet for him to be. He was one of our first guests too.
Sweet. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, the guests were all, it's always interesting to talk to someone new and hear on, and when they've done something special or different. So that part has always been exciting. I've always liked that. But yeah, I'll stick with the game one. As far as me personally, just having a good time. I love to play board games, and I can never find anyone to play games with me or cards or something.
I think one time I came over to your house and you made us dinner and we did Monopoly. I thought that was so fun.
That was yeah.
I wish you lived closer, because I do have some board games and nobody wants to play board games anymore. So
why? I love board games.
But I liked our last year's holiday one, because revisiting our lives was kind of interesting. I learned a lot about you. That was interesting. And I just wanted to say thanks, though, to all of our subscribers for subscribing and, hanging in there with us, because this is something that we just started as sort of a fluke. And then we decided to stick with it, and it's been growing slowly. So we want to hear suggestions too, other topics that you may be interested in. Anyway, what else do we have to say about our podcast during the year? So COVID's it's kind of over. Not really.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what next year holds, but I do want to wish everyone, prosperity. And I don't mean that just money wise, but I mean, I hope that we get back on track with our country. And I hope for the upcoming year that there's less division in our country, and that we all try to grow mentally, intellectually, and spiritually. And that's my wish for the new year.
I think that's a great wish. And I would like to see the country and the world heal more and come together and not be so divisive. On that happy note, we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you want to hear.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And we want to hear about what you want to hear about in the new year, 2022, right? 2022.
Yeah, that'll be the new year coming up. Yeah, we'd like to hear what other people think. And, we don't want to hear the same comments over and over, back and forth. But if you have something to say, feel free to say it.
Yeah.
And we will usually respond. We try to respond. But yeah, we just want everyone to be happy and have a happy holiday. And we hope that 2022 gives people the freedom that they can be.
Yes.
That's my message.
I love it. All right. I will talk to you later then.
Okay, Kimbra, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. And have a happy new year, because we probably won't be doing another video until the new year. So.
Yes. Have a safe and happy. Cheers.
And I'm having champagne with a strawberry in it, because I really wanted a strawberry margarita, but they didn't have all the ingredients. So I got champagne and I put strawberry in it.
The strawberry margaritas.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy New Year. Salud. And we'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.